GBC One is proud to present a smashing blast from the past in association with FTV Studios. Hi everybody, George here, and welcome to the 10th episode of this revival series of Georgia and Arthur. Well, viewers, I don't know about you, viewers, but we're nearly there to the 150th episode. Yeah, but sadly, the 150th episode of the program will mark definitely the last ever episode of it too. Yep, but that's why me and Arthur are going to be doing our very own bonus remembrances. Now, I know it's a bit short to be having it, but it's not going to be too bad. I mean, after all, what's the point of doing the remembrances first if we don't get that out of the way before we do the 150th episode? Well, the important thing is we're going to be doing it today. Just me and Arthur. Oh yeah, and no Hairband wants to join in too. Hey Arthur, hey, could you come here for a minute? Oh yeah, sure thing. Coming! Hi everybody. Hello. Oh, hi Arthur. Guess what the good news and the bad news is? What's the good news? Well, the good news is, Arthur, that we're nearly there to the 150th episode of our own program. 150th? We're not on that one, are we? No, but we're almost halfway there now. But the bad news is, Arthur, I think that the next episode is probably the last ever one. Poop. I know, Arthur. Oh no. Looks like Arthur's fainted right now. Well, maybe perhaps a cold can would help. Well, I was wondering if this can would wake Arthur up, and hopefully we'll have to celebrate 150th episode in the next one. And I wonder what would happen. And I wonder, I, I, Arthur, you really have fainted, haven't you? Not anymore. Oh, Arthur, don't flick my nose, you dirty boy. Kidding. That's what I thought. Yeah, I can see you're not fainting. You just fainted it as a joke. Yes. You are a dipstick. Anyways, Arthur, I'm glad you're alright now. Now, in this episode today, you and I are going to be remembering some of the best moments. Now, I know it's a bit short, but because of 150th episode, you see. Oh, I guess that explains why you're doing this. Yes. Of course, Arthur. Now, there is one thing that we can remember. Is that I remember that when you came back onto the program. Yeah, that's after 5 series. Yeah, that's right. That's after 5 series. Let's remember that. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Arthur the Piper. Now, you probably remember me from my last 5 series where, I don't know, I'd like to have some fun. You're welcome. And now, I'm back. Oh, and I also heard that George and Arthur has now got a revival series. Oh, hi, George. Oh, hello, Arthur. How are you feeling, buddy, after the Series 5 cancellation? Very good. So, anyways, George, do you know the reason why we're doing this? Because I counted the episodes up recently, so I decided to create a new revival series. And it's only going to be for 11 episodes. 11 episodes? Why is that? Because the 11th episode of this series will mark the 150th episode. Wow! Yeah, indeed, Arthur. And this is not the only exciting thing. Your granddad's here too. Ooh! Oh, hi, Granddad! Oh, hi, and that was when you made a very great comeback. Yeah. Oh, do you also remember the time, George, for when that you explained to me about how I became the role of Andy? Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes, obviously, I was explaining about why you got the role of Andy. Yeah, especially the what? That sort. Yeah, tell me about it. Because you, Abby, Baby Raccoon, and Edmund have already made yourself a perfect normal family. Oh, okay. Well, what's that got to do with my wife and my two sons? Because obviously, I had to come up with another new program. Something really is happening, and it's very funny. In which, when Baby Raccoon has become abort. Abort? What you mean? Abort the mission? No, it's not abort the mission. I meant the bort. Oh, so how on earth did you get idea from the boards? Well, apparently, Arthur, because there was that classic meme that some people used. Oh yeah, like what? Well, there's the bought license plate from The Simpsons. Oh, bought license plate. Oh, well, I didn't know that. But that's because apparently, and that was just an idea to name the baby raccoon called Bort. Oh, and as for you, Arthur, now the reason why I got you and your family to be the role of the Bearson family, because you four are a little bit similar compared to the Simpsons, with Horrid Henry and Berenstain Bears all rolled into one. Oh, so that's the reason why you made the Bearson program very funny. Yeah, that's right, Arthur. So apparently though, Arthur, you for a start because when Homer Simpson looks like a bit like an Ullman Homer, from a Tracy Ullman show. Tracy Ullman show? I never heard of that one. Is that the one where that's just before the Simpsons show was aired? Yeah, that's right, Arthur. That was before the Simpsons aired. That's a half-hour show. Oh, but what's that got to do with me and my family? Well, apparently, for Homer Simpson in general, well, apparently he was a greedy slob, but as for the Ullman Homer, well, he never eats anything junk food. All he does is to keep yelling, and that was when you are now the Andy Person, this very person that you all know and love as of today. Yeah. Oh, and now I already remembered about Space Jam on PS1, so I'm definitely not remembering that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, as I said, Arthur, it's basically a very short one. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Oh, and I also remember the time, but when I explained to my family on how we became the Bearsons. Oh, yeah, that's because I was Uncle George, wasn't I? Yeah, you were. Let's remember that one too. You're probably wondering, what am I going to be talking about today? Well, I'll tell you a bit of a story on how we became the Bearson family. What? Bearson family? What are you talking about, Daddy? Well, I'll explain that, son. You see, the reason not why we became the Bearsons, because I think that George Buxton, however, has created a new program that was back in 2021. Really? Yeah, really, of course. I'm not joking, but I got the role as Andy Bearson. Because apparently George Buxton has given Homer Simpson's personality to me. And as for you, Big Raccoon, George has also given Bart Simpson's personality to you. Because you'll always be my Bart. Yeah, thanks, Daddy. And you'll always be my Homer. Especially to your smelly bottom. Hey, less of a cheek. Oh, and as for your mum, he has given Marge Simpson's personality to her. Isn't that right? Oh, yeah, that's right, Auntie Arthur. Yeah, because it's always nice of George to give us the personalities. Yeah, and that's how we became the best. And that was when you and your family became the Bearsons, as we all know as right. Yeah. So, anyway, so George, any more things to think about? Well, there is one time, Arthur, but when I remember the time when you've got your own job at Children's FTV for when you go for your new job. Yeah, that's right. Because obviously I heard that my granddad needs to be retired soon. Yeah, I know. That's probably on January. That's why we will let the hairband retire. What? Oh, you mean my granddad, don't you? Yes. So why is my granddad going to retire? Because see that you've already got a new job being a presenter on Children's FTV. So I thought that if your granddad can retire after December, it would be great. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. Now let's remember this.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome
to Children's FTV on any morning. Now here we have a new guest presenter today because I think that there is a Sheldon right there that I heard that he's going to be replacing O'Hare Bear soon. So anyways, let's give a hand over to Arthur, who is a special guest presenter. Where are you, Arthur? Well, here I am, Mr. Witt, and good morning, everyone. Well, I don't know about you, but here I am. This is the first time I've ever get to present Children's FTV. Well, and I'd like to say thank you very much for having me on, Mr. Witt.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Mr. White Bear. Well, why don't you introduce some programs for our younger viewers in mind, if you don't mind?
Why, thank you, Mr. Witt. I will present some programs. Okay, then. To begin the Children's FTV this morning, we kick things off with Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Take it away, boys. 20 minutes later. Well, let's see how Arthur gets on with this new job. And that's all we got time for today's Children's FTV. And don't forget, Mr. Witt, however, will be back again later this afternoon with more of your favourite programs. Woohoo! And that was when you've now got yourself a new job being a Children's FTV presenter. Yeah. Oh, do you also remember the time but when I first showed you the new PS4 game of Point Blank 2? Yeah, that's the very game that you showed me. Yeah, that's after I'd shown that to your granddad. You see, Arthur, well, I only showed your granddad some PS1 titles when me and Herbert used to play Parappa Rapper. Oh, Parappa Rapper? Is that another game? Yes, but it was also the second purchase. Ah, let's remember this. Arthur, though. Oh, yeah? Like what? Well, I'll show it to you now, Herbert. Now, obviously, this is the PS1 game of Point Blank 2. Ooh, Point Blank 2. Oh, so that's a bit like Bert and Ernie. Ah, yeah, from Sesame Street. Especially if you're not a rubber duck. Well, that's because I'm not. Ah, I see. So I suppose that you do look a bit like Bert. Well, I'll have you know I am not Bert. I'm just joking. Oh. So what's this game about? Now that's like a fun mini game where you have to shoot as many targets as possible. A bit like going to a fun fair in principle. Oh. So I take that this might be the 6th PS1 purchase, yeah? Yeah, that's right. That's after the success of showing you 5 PS1 purchases, but that's before George and Arthur began. Oh, let's see. That was interesting. Yeah, it sure is interesting. You're definitely going to keep this one for yourself, aren't you? Yeah, because it seems I'm interested in this one now. Ah, okay. So that's Point Blank too. So that looks a bit like Bert and Ernie. Yeah, from Sesame Street. Anyway, here's the spine, and there's the back. Oh, I see. Both of them looks interesting, though. Yeah, they are interesting. Indeed, they do. Well then, Arthur, why don't you go and play that for a bit, and of course, let me know if the game's any good. Okay. And that was when you've had a good go on Point Blank 2. What was the game like, by the way? Awesome. Does that mean that you liked it? Yes. Well, glad you liked it. Alright then, Arthur. As I said from earlier, this may be a bit short. Now, we're going to be saving the George Brent bit right now. So, anyways, Arthur, now, do you remember the time but when you met George Brent in Dorchester? Oh, yeah. I remember this one bit in particular, because that was when my granddad took me there. Yeah, that's right. That's after the success of George with a Hairband movie. Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
Grandad? Oh, yes, my grandson? Where are we? Well, Arthur, I'll tell you. This is the home of George Brent.
Oh, so this must be the home of George Brent, eh?
Yep. You see, Arthur, when I first came to this place, it was amazing, though. You should love George Brent's DVD collections and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that I'll look forward to seeing what he's got.
Yes.
Now, do your thing, because I heard that you said that to my granddad before.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, as you've said, Jurassic Park is here. There's the Paddington films there. There's some Dr. Seuss related stuff, including The Grinch starring Jim Carrey. I do have the Cat in the Hat movie starring Mike Myers. What a travesty in my opinion, but there we go. Set all the way at the back. There's Monty Python, almost everything, including the Monty Python's Flying Circus TV series and most of the feature films.
Ah, interesting. Oh, and you want to know that what my granddad's favourite programme?
What?
Dad's Army.
Yeah,
As
that's
I
a
heard
classic.
that he used to love. I think he used to love that, as well as you. Do you watch them occasionally?
Yeah, indeed I do, when I get the chance of it.
Oh, I see. And I take that these two here are The Simpsons, the golden era of The Simpsons.
Well, the first 2 seasons, I think I have the first 3 seasons. The third one is behind there, accompanied by the movie. I didn't really get around to collecting all of the other seasons, and, maybe one day I might find a way to see all the others, but, yeah, those are...
Yeah, well, I noticed that sometimes to see Simpsons seasons box sets, it's very expensive, aren't they, George? Well, yeah, sometimes they are, but if you find them at CEX, it's very cheaper. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so we've got some Family Guy here. If I just move the Doctor's archenemy, the Master, played by Roger Delgado, out the way. As you've said, we've got Dad's Army, which is a show you like. There's Fawlty Towers, as well as some other comedy programmes here, including Wurzel Gummidge and Chocolate Vision.
Oh, I see.
Paul and Barry.
Well, you know something, Drawbread? I don't think that my granddad likes Fawlty Towers because the reason, right? Because he thinks that Basil Fawlty is a very rude man. Isn't it, Granddad?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Arthur.
Yeah, because the first 3 episodes was okay, though. But as for the Hotel Inspectors, rubbish boring. It is not rubbish, boy. Oh, yes, it is. You two, stop arguing.
Yeah, stop arguing. I've got a collection to show you there.
Oh, yes, sorry.
That's okay, it's alright.
You stupid old coot. Oh, I'll get you, Arthur.
If you do any more of this, I'm probably going to stop this tour right now.
All right, I'll behave, I promise.
Thank you. Okay, so
Yeah,
on this,
and you better listen to George Britton, mister.
yeah.
All right.
So we've got another shelf here. I'll do the best I can to show you, but this Dalek and K9 are in the way. So there's Johnny English, which is
Johnny English.
which
I see.
which my brother Thomas liked very much. The Railway Children. There's an adaptation of Peter Pan. The Nanny McPhee films. Bean, the ultimate disaster movie. I don't have Bean, the rest of the Mr. Bean series on DVD, but I do have that.
And I take you don't have Mr. Bean's Holiday the movie either.
Well, no. Although me and my father and I think my brother did see it when it came out at the cinema in 2007.
Well, do you know what? I think George Buxton saw that in the cinemas
And
too.
that was when you first met George Brent. Yeah, because George Brent was so pleased to see you as well as your granddad. Yeah. Oh, and I was well honoured. Yeah, you sure are, Arthur. You definitely are. Yeah. Well, Arthur, that's pretty much all we can remember now. What do you mean that's pretty much all we can remember? But I did told you it's only a short remembrances. Oh, is it just until 150th episode? Yes. Alright then, Arthur. Now, why don't you go and get yourself ready for the big party then, in the next episode? Okay. Well, bye-bye, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye. And I will see you at the 150th episode celebrations. Goodbye. And there you have it, viewers. That was just a short remembrances to George and Arthur, Series 6, also known as the Revival Series. And so, this was the last normal episode now, but the next one is going to be the last ever episode, but it's also going to be the 150th episode of the program. So, will the big party bash be a success? Oh, I'm sure it will be. So, anyways, it's time for me, George Buxton, to say bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.